Shalom Yasharallah. I'd like to begin by saying I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, my worship. Double honors to my other apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth, and who, well, salutations be to the hopeful elect who are doing the work, believing in the true name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and in his true doctrine, like Great Millstone teaches. Alright, so that they may receive their crowns of salvation, and may the Lord grant you your crowns of salvation at his appearing. Salutations to the great cloud of witnesses of Yasharallah, alright, who are constantly watching, believing, and praising Yahweh Ba'ashem and Yahweh Shai, you know, and hoping for Yahweh Shai's salvation when at his arrival, you know, and the Lord grant them salvation. So, like as always, what I'm going to do is play the recap to the ending of the last part, and then continue to the next part. Shalom. Have to go off, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Most High allowed that, you know. And the Most High still had his chosen, you know, men. You know, that came down after many generations, you know, after Adam, you know, that he chose. Right? Let's get that one. So this is Genesis, the 11th chapter, and then beginning at the 10th verse, and this runs down the chosen line. They came from Shem, right? And all these people came out of the three, you know, the world was repopulated after the flood by either one of the three children. The world was repopulated after the flood through the children, the sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And out of Shem, the Lord had a chosen line. Okay, Noah was an Adamite, right? Right, came direct lineage of Adam. Thank you. Direct line, right? But the Most High still had his chosen men. Always did, and always will. So this is Genesis, the 11th chapter, and the 10th verse.
These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters.
So you had Shem, then out of Shem, the chosen line went to Arphaxad.
And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 530 years, and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived 530 years, and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived.
Right, and then from Arphaxad, the chosen line went to Salah.
And Arphaxad lived after he begat Salah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Salah lived.
Then it went to Eber. From Salah, if the chosen line went to Eber, okay? And Eber is where you get the word Hebrew from. When you look it up, when you look the word Eber, is Ibar, and it means from the past. From the past, because that was the language that they spoke. The Lashon Kodash, what we call the Lashon Kodash, you know, the holy tongue, which all men spoke in the beginning. before the confusion of the Tower of Babel, right? When the Most High confounded all the languages. Before, it said that the world was of one language, or one tongue. What was that tongue? That tongue was Hebrew, okay? What is known as Hebrew, or Ibarium.
And Salah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years.
So Eber had his children, you know, and then out of his children, the Most, you know, chose the, you know, had his chosen.
And Eber lived 430 years, and begat Peleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg.
So, and then then the chosen line went to Peleg, or Pelag.
And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reth. And Peleg lived after he begat.
And then from Peleg, the chosen line went to Ru.
And Peleg lived after he begat Reth 209 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Re lived 30 years, and begat Serug. And Re lived 30 years, and begat Serug. And Re lived after he.
Okay, and then it went and then it went from Ru to Serug.
And Re lived after he begat Serug 207 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. And Serug lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. And Serug lived.
Then from Serug, it went to Nahor.
And Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after.
And then from Nahor, it went to Terah. So these are the chosen line, the chosen seed that, you know, that the Most High wanted his chosen seed to come through. All right, that's how the Most High did it and set it up.
And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years.
So then it went from Nahor, and it went to Terah. Terah had sons and daughters.
And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations.
Now Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. All right. Abram means exalted father. Abba, Rum. All right. Rum means exalted. Abba means father. Notice he had 3 sons. Terah had 3 sons, but the chosen line went to Abram, whose name later became Abraham. All right, father of a multitude. And that was the line that the Lord wanted to deal with. If you see here in the 29th verse, it goes straight into the life of Abram. It didn't start following the lives of Nahor and Haran. All right, with the life of Abram, because that was his chosen man, you know. And from Abram, it was the promise given. The promise was given to Abram, or Abraham. And then from Abraham, it went to Isaac, and then from Isaac, it went to Jacob, and then from Jacob, it went to his 12 sons, the 12 patriarchs of the nation of Israel, man. Because Jacob's name later was changed to Israel. Okay, when Yasher Allah, Prince of the Power, when he wrestled with the angel. All right, so with that, we're gonna pick back up in the next part at We're going to pick back up at the 48th verse. Shalom.
O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone, but we all that come of thee. For what profit is it unto us, if there be promised us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death, and that there is promised.
Right, so in the last part you saw that I ran down the chosen line, and the reason why I did that was because, you know, although Adam went off, the Lord had his chosen seed. The Lord had his chosen line of men, so that his chosen, well, our Lord himself, which was Adam, can come out of that line, right? You keep following that chosen line, and it leads all the way to Israel, man, right? And then there's chosen lines within the nation of Israel. So that's how the Most High does it. You know, the Lord is very precise and intricate, man, and detailed. You know? You know, the Most High set this movie like a suspense thriller movie with all kind of twists, you know, and mystery. You know, and the only ones that know the mystery is his chosen men. You know, surely the Most High would do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. Okay.
And that there is promised us an everlasting hope, whereas ourselves being most wicked are made vain, and that there are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety, whereas we have lived wickedly, and that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life, whereas we have walked in the most wicked ways of all, and that there should be shewed up.
Verse 52, it says, and that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life, whereas we have walked in the most wicked ways of all. And that was us in the world, right? Before we came into the faith. You know, we were walking in wicked ways, you know, in our sins. In our ignorance, man, doing stupid, foolish things that leads to death. But because the Most High chose us to come in to deliver us from these ways, man, so that we may find life in Him, in Yahawashi. You know, so that's why we gotta thank Yahawashi every single day, because we really have no clue how much He has saved us from just by coming into the faith, man. I mean, we have an inkling, but this world is so wicked, man, you know? So we got to thank Yahweh the water, Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, for leading us in the right way. And then we got to pray to Him constantly to keep us in the right way, man, you know? No one knows if you're the actual chosen elect to make it and to be saved from the great fire to come. You know, that's the scary thing. But like Yahawashi said, and he that endures unto the end, the same shall be saved. You know, but we still got to go through tribulation. You know.
And that there should be shewed a paradise, whose fruit endureth forever, wherein is security and medicine, since we shall not enter into it, for we have walked in unpleasant places, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall and that there should be shewed a paradise, whose fruit endureth forever, wherein is security and medicine, since we shall not enter into it, for we have walked in unpleasant places, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars, whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness, For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Then answered he me, and said, This is the condition of the
this is the way that the Lord wanted us to go, to walk through. You know what I'm saying? A constant testing of our faith and trying of our patience, you know. And without it's not gonna be an easy walk, you know. As we approach the last days, we have to endure the tribulations and the things that come upon us, man. And they're coming upon us to test our faith, to test our will and confidence in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that's why we have to put our all, mind, body, and soul, into the truth, into the faith, and make sure that you have a solid foundation, unmovable. You know, no matter what happens, man. You know, shaken. You know, we'll be shooken up, but we'll be unmovable, man, and unstoppable. So as long as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is with us, you know.
Then answered he me, and said, This is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he...
Right, so this is the condition of the battle, you know? All the hell that you catch. So really there's like no room for, you know, complaining every day of what you're going through. We're supposed to go through it, you know? Especially, we can't act like we're the only ones that's going through it, man. All the brothers who have come in to the faith are gonna go through this, you know. So none of us are alone, man. We're not to act like we're the only ones, you know, that's catching hell, you know. Nah, we gotta be considerate of our brother to the right of us, right? You know, fighting the battle with us, man, in the trenches with us. You know, and pray for them, because they're going through it too as well, you know. The condition of the battle, man.
That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, Choose thee life, that thou mayest live. Nevertheless they believed not him, nor yet the prophets after him, no, nor me which have spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. I answered then, and said, I know, Lord, that the Most High is called merciful, in that he hath mercy.
It says that, above it says that they did not believe him, nor the prophets after, right? That and that's talking about the 2/3. Even now, the prophets are out on the highways and byways teaching the word of the Lord. But you got 2/3 of Israel, man, still, and you know, their hearts is not towards the Lord. They don't even believe that there's a power. That's how wicked they are. And their whole thing is to make it in this world, man. And then once they make it, they come to realize that it ain't shit. You know, that they have to sell their soul just to achieve and to receive the things of this life, which brings death. So, yeah, so, you know, then at the end, after they made that pact with Satan, they want to turn back to the Most High, but you know, it's too late, man. You know, it's too late. You're gonna have to just deal with what you did, you know. And once you make that pact with the devil, man, they require your soul, you know. That's why there's a lot of jakes in the music industry and in the acting industry and stuff like that. That, you know, they become great, man, and then they get washed up and then they don't know what to do, man. So they try to turn to Satan to deliver them, you know, and Satan doesn't help them out anymore like he used to. So and then they try to come back to the Most High, or they try to come to into the Most High to learn the Most High and stuff. And the Most High's like, nah, you already went the other way, you know. Especially, you know, these people that made you know, these secret agreements with the Illuminati and these secret societies, man. Once they try to turn from it, they kill them, you know. All right, so with that, we're gonna stop there. Stay tuned for the next part. We'll be picking up in 2nd Esdras, the 7th chapter and the 62nd verse. Shalom.